If you feel like you're not performing to the best of your abilities, do not worry, you are not alone. Most footballers struggle with in-game performances, and researchers have found out that the problem is not a skill lack, but rather a performance hindrance. And today, we will be debunking most of the myths that contribute to your performance being low on match days. Myth number 1 is that static stretching before a game is a good tool to prevent injuries. As much as static stretching is a good tool to increase your mobility, it is not, however, a good preventative measure before a game. And an over-reliance on static stretching without proper warm-up can lead to a decrease in muscle performance. Dynamic stretching and a comprehensive warm-up are more effective for an injury prevention. In fact, a systematic review on the effectiveness of pre-exercise stretching on the prevention of sports injuries found that stretching had minimal effect on reducing injury risk, and instead a combination of warm-up routines that included dynamic movements showed more promise in injury prevention. Myth number 2 is that a high-carb diet is the best for performance. The problem with this statement is one that nutritional needs vary and a more balanced diet is needed for optimal performance. The belief that a high-carb diet is always optimal can be misleading because an overindulgence in sugar can lead to crashes due to the composition of simple sugars in carbs. Another myth that had the sporting world on lock was that of more training equals better performance. Now, this notion did not take into consideration the rest needed between each exercises as to allow your muscles to repair themselves. Overtraining can lead to burnout, fatigue, and increased injury risk. It is crucial for footballers to have a balanced training schedule and training regimen that they can follow. Quality of training often outweighs quantity, and proper rest is essential for peak performance. A study done in 2013 explored the impact of overtraining on performance of athletes, and it found that overtraining can actually impede the psychological as well as the physical growth of athletes. The research showed that overtraining can lead to decreased quality of performances and increase the risk to injuries, as well as having psychological effects such as burnout and mood disturbances. Myth number 4 is that strength training makes you slow. Some believe that strength training can actually make you bulky and then slow, meaning that you are ineffective for a high-intensity sport like football. However, appropriately designed strength and conditioning programs can enhance overall athleticism, including speed, agility, and endurance. We have seen how players like Ronaldo have lived true to this testimony. Look how much he has been able to perform and be around in the football world, whereas before the appropriate age to retire was deemed to be 35 or 34. But now he's playing even at 39 and is still in peak performance, being the captain of Portugal. The last myth is that playing through injury actually makes you stronger and tougher. And this could not be far from the truth and is actually an impediment to your progress. There was a study made in 2016 titled The Epidemiology of Concussion in Men's Elite Sports, particularly looking at the rugby game, which showed that playing through injuries has adverse challenges. I hope you enjoyed this video and do comment what you'd like me to cover next.